3-4 defense of the Jets again today, Bob. Can Webster dominate Abdul Salam?
Well, the Steelers have made a habit of annihilating the Bengals the last few years, but today, once again, he takes on a nose man. The Jets play a 34 defense, and Webster is probably at his best handling a nose man. Great quickness. He's a short kind of fellow, very stocky, excellent strength. And the Jets play this defense a little different than anybody else, and that the nose man plays about a yard and a half off the ball. The secret to the Steelers running the ball today is very simply Webster handling Salam.
Bob Trumpy played tight end for the Cincinnati Bengals for 10 years in this league. He knows a great deal about tight ends, and I know you're in love with one in particular in this ball game.
Absolutely. For the Pittsburgh Steelers, number 89, a first-round draft choice in 1976, Benny Cunningham. They ought to call him bionic. They have just really scratched the surface of this young man's talent. Pittsburgh, for the first time, has a receiver at tight end that they can go to and go to consistently. He is something else to try to bring down once he gets going.
Well, he won the big ball game in overtime against the Cleveland Browns last Sunday at Three Rivers on a 37-yard flea flicker from Bradshaw, and we'll be back to preview more of the Steelers and Jets in just a moment. Back at Shea Stadium, you're looking at Steeler quarterback Terry Bradshaw. He has not had a great deal of success against the Jets, Bob, particularly last year when I think he was intercepted 3 times.
Yeah, but I'll tell you one thing, Sam. Terry Bradshaw is off to one of his best starts ever as a quarterback. He's somewhat, I don't know, he's kind of prone to injury. He always comes up with a little injury. But this year, so far, he has thrown the ball very well. And the Steelers are not throwing the ball, I don't think, down the field as much as they used to. And therefore, he comes up with a better pass reception percentage.
You had a brief look at Joe Klecko, who has 5 sacks for the New York Jets already this season. He was a nose guard at Temple. I remember seeing him a couple of times, and an outstanding athlete, but they have found that moving him outside the defensive end, he's more effective.
He's also an accredited mechanic. So, I mean, if he can't play football, he's certainly got something to do. There's Walt Michaels you saw on the sideline. A defensive-minded coach, played linebacker for a lot of years. Now he's got to suffer with no defense whatsoever with the New York Jets.
Well, that's our pregame look at the Pittsburgh Steelers and New York Jets. The executive producer of NFL 78 is Don Ohlmeyer. Today's show was produced by Don McGuire and directed by Bob Levy. Technical director Sal Nagita, the associate director Jim Robertson. Coming up next on NBC, the Pittsburgh Steelers and New York Jets.
Also,
apprehensive.
Good word.
As it were. Harper, incidentally, led the AFC in all-purpose yardage last year. Of course, he got the bulk of it on the special teams as the punt and kickoff return.